Good afternoon, friends. Stephen Ben-Nun here with Israeli News Live, and also our channel here that I've never actually activated. It's just, I guess it's made because of my email, stephenbenoon at gmail.com, where many of you guys write to us here. So I decided to go ahead and load a video over here and just cover a couple of things because I'm very limited on time when you do a brand new channel like this. But at any rate there, the greatest reset, Time Magazine showing that for themselves. Tell me they're not planning on doing a true reset. I think Time's the picture there is telling it all. Also, Iran says U.S. brokered Sudan-Israel deal was secured by ransom. You know, it's very interesting because I got a little bit of intel yesterday from a good friend there in the Middle East there, and that was something that was actually discussed in that email. Yeah, they were paid off, and it doesn't really matter, as I was told, because after all, the whole issue in the Middle East is all about the pipelines. It's all about the oil. It's all about the gas, and one way or the other, they're going to make sure they take Syria for that very reason. And Iran must go, as I was told, which I was also told from this Israeli source, a friend of mine there, that Israel is going to do something very soon, especially with Hezbollah, and they've already begun engagement with Hezbollah, which we reported to you yesterday on Fact News Network. They've already started to engage Hezbollah, but they're about ready to take Hezbollah completely down. And of course, if Iran or Russia gets in the way, they will also destroy Russia in the process. Some very, very big words coming out of the Middle East there. And I would not be a bit surprised, though, that they'd be willing to do exactly that, just to be able to carry out this plan. But as I was told over and over and over, it is about the pipeline. It is because there are billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars at stake over this pipeline. And of course, Israel needs that pipeline to go through Syria, through the port of Haifa there, and be sent onwards up into Europe. So these are the things that are going on, and this is definitely going to happen whether anybody likes it or not. And the intel that I was getting to start with about a false flag event happening in order to drag us into a war with Iran seems to definitely be on the table, and in a roundabout way seems to be confirmed from Israeli counterpart there. So I find that very interesting. Also, another thing that caught my attention was when during a recent statement by Joe Biden, he mentioned a dark winter. I'm sure many people that caught their attention as well. Made me think of nothing but blackouts, rolling blackouts that will probably happen across the nation. And if it wasn't just for that, also we had, let's see here, right here, California. Deborah Tavera sent this to me as well. California to cut off power for 1 million people to avoid sparking more wildfires. Sounds like a plan to me, if you know. But that's not the biggest issue, though, when we're dealing with this. When we are looking at these things here, you got to keep in mind this dark winter. This could definitely be an EMP attack coming on the nation. I don't think it's going to just be rolling blackouts. So, and I was shared with by one of my friends there at the EMP show company there. They're fixing to get swamped with orders because of there's some kind of study coming out that is definitely going to swamp them with orders. So if you're going to get an EMP shield, now's the time to do it. Just don't forget to use your promo code INL50. That'll give you a discount. And every time you order something, you use it again, INL50. They'll give you a discount on every single item that you order there. Just want to mention that. Look at here, though. John Hopkins, a friend of mine, I think it's Charles over on Twitter, sent this to me about dark winter. Said about the exercise on June 22nd to the 23rd of 2001. They called that exercise Dark Winter. Look what happened in this exercise. It was the Center for Strategic and International Studies, John Hopkins Center for Civilian Biodefense Studies, the Onsar Institute for Homeland Security, and Oklahoma City National Memorial Institute for the Prevention of Terrorism hosted a senior-level war game examining the national security, intergovernmental, and information challenges of biological attack on the American homeland. It was called Dark Winter. What do you know? With tensions rising in Taiwan Straits, that was part of the exercise. Major crisis develops in Southwest Asia. Smallpox outbreak was confirmed by the CDC in Oklahoma City during the 13 days of the game. The disease spread to 25 states, 15 other countries, 14 participants, 60 observers witnessed terrorism, warfare in slow motion. Discussion debates, some rather heated, and decisions focused on the public health response. Does it sound like that's kind of like what we're going through now? So I can only imagine what kind of dark winter that maybe Joe Biden may have been alluding to. I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Stephen Ben-Nun YouTube channel as well as Israeli News Live. Good afternoon.